el mismo brillo que yo uso para fregar mi olla, mi caldero, eso es African hair.
Nappy head. That's African head. Nappy head.
Yeah, like come on. Are we acting? The thing is, Africa is also the continent. We're talking about sub-Saharan Africans when they mention black.
Nigeria.
If you go to Middle Africa, you could say Ethiopians are mixed.
Yeah, we ain't talking about.
Somalis.
Listen, we ain't talking about Elon Musk. We're not talking about Elon Musk. We're talking about African. Now, the ones that you say that Dominicans don't claim, African, not the Elon Musk ones,
Look at
but the African. Yeah, 4C.
My head ain't that.
Beat your hair. Yeah.
Yo, Frankie, braid that hair, Frankie.
Yo, yeah, I couldn't see your hair. It was all about tears. It's all good. It's all good. Bro.
Gracias, Leo. Tú eres cómico, loco.
Yo, no, but yeah, Dominicans, look, this is a problem because I feel like what they're trying to do, right, is separate, let's say, the darker skinned Dominicans against the lighter ones. Like, they look at us, like they look at us like we're in the way. We don't. It's all the psychological warfare that's going on. You know,
the thing is, Macho, that they think in their mind that light-skinned Dominicans and black Dominicans are different. No, we the same thing. It's not like black Dominicans have a different culture and white Dominicans have another culture. No, it's the same thing. We listen to the same music, eat the same food. We the same people. We don't see us, we don't see color out there like over here in America.
Guys, you have to understand, it's a Democrat agenda, bro. It's just like this shit with the non-binary. A lot, yeah, systemic racism. They put this BS for the past freaking 10 years. Systemic racism. We have more black billionaires right now than ever. They talking about systemic racism. And then, and now, not only that, there's a bunch of things going on.
So we're basically from Haiti, just a borderline. Do you not know Dominicans were there before Haitians? You stupido. I mean,
so is this an American?
Come on.
Is this an American thing?
Yeah, they were doing
yeah, Giovanni, it's an American thing, brother. I hate to admit it, but it is.
Somebody said you think dark Dominicans walk around saying they're conquistadors? No, well, black Dominicans in DR just walk around being Dominican. We don't put a label on ourselves, just Dominican.
I say only I say I'm a conquistador. I own it. I
Dominican.
I'll own it. Okay? I have no problem calling myself a conquistador.
Yeah, so I'm basically trying to understand, I asked a question, you call me stupid. Then you got Frankie saying he doesn't have
he hasn't met Reina yet. Oh, man.
I really
Wait, who's he talking? Is he talking to me?
Yeah, Reina, he's talking to you.
I thought y'all
Te voy a comer como
I didn't
yuca
know
ahora
my
mismo. Te voy a comer como
geography.
yuca.
Teach me something.
What did you say?
Teach me something. So you guys aren't from the same
I'm going to
place?
teach you something. Hold on, let me go back because there's a lot of you mud cookies on here that are talking poo-poo. So let me see, hold on.
Mud cookies?
Yeah, mud cookies, baby.
Yo, that's why Frankie's hairline is receding like a motherfucker.
You're right, because I'm a white man talking to
Dominicans part Haitian. Well,
the white man did it? Are you
think
George
about it, you're
Soros?
asking a stupid question because Haitians are from Africa, from the Congo Colusi del Diablo, eso. Right? So Dominicans are part African.
Okay.
We're part African. So, I mean, that's a stupid question to even say. They just, I mean.
It's gaslighting.
Haitians are mostly 95% black. I mean, African. So, I mean.
I was saying it in the terms like, I guess we all start with some kind of pigmentation and, pigmentation such as the melanin and stuff like that comes from Africa.
I may be a dummy, but aren't there white Africans?
I've heard this like 100 times already, like that.
I mean, there are white Africans.
All right, but you take great pride in like being African. You think you're superior? Like, do you think you're superior in certain cases?
Yeah, he thinks it's superior. That's why.
You gonna let me talk, Frankie? Your hairline is, is yapping out your mouth.
Don't worry about my hairline, brother. At least I admit that's what I am.
I feel
I don't have this complex mentality, this slave mentality. Oh, I'm black, and no, fuck that.
Frankie, go ahead, man. You're speaking for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I am.
I feel like, as a person of color, I hate everyone equally. Because we're all not at the table together.
We're at the table together?
Let me explain that to you if you're willing.
Yeah, go ahead. Explain.
So, if we all really think about it, we all have let's say, someone that conquered the nation before we were able to gain independence. So for a lot of, like, let's say for Haiti, it was for French. For the United States of America, it was British killing the Indians. So it's like, do we ever get a fair seat at the table? Or it's like, oh, you just get the kids' table, just will make you think you've grown up. So it's like a lot of stuff that stems from that. I don't feel better than anybody. I feel better than myself when I look in the mirror and I know the truth.
Pero papi, nobody's trying to feel better than anybody. We're just trying to educate you, and we're trying to teach you like you want to be taught.
Black is superior, no, because if black was superior,
you could jump.
If black was superior in, like, you know, okay, melanin's power or whatever, people wouldn't have been enslaved for so long if black was superior.
Yo, Cam, you can't come up here and say that Dominicans are Haitians, you know?
I asked the question. I didn't state it like a fact.
I mean, do we look Haitian? Does anybody on this panel look Haitian?
Is he Haitian? Are you Haitian?
No, I'm from an island close by, Trinidad.
Okay, and Trinidad is very mixed also.
Yeah, I'm Indo-Caribbean, so
I seen Trinidadian people that look Indian, pure Indian.
Indo-Caribbean, as I just said. My slave owners took my people from India and brought them to Trinidad. Like the slave owners took my people from Africa and brought them here. Simple.
Okay, so do you know anything about between the Dominican Republic and Haiti?
I thought y'all shared the same island, so I thought you're all
No, we do. We do share the same island, but I'm asking you, do you know anything about the history or anything like that?
No, nothing much. I know the only thing I know a little bit was about the French Revolution that happened to Haiti, and you know they're still poor to this day because of it.
Okay, so have you ever seen Dominican people?
Yes, of course. I
look at them right now.
Have you ever seen Haitian people?
Yes.
And we look exactly the same?
I mean, you know, there's obvious differences when it comes down to it.
Here's the word, obvious differences. Keep going, papi.
But let's say, you know, the melanin is still there. Like when you look at darker Dominicans and you look at like a lighter Haitian, I don't know.
Okay,
man.
when you say lighter Haitian, that is like literally like 5% of the country.
Even less.
When you're talking about DR, we're 70% mixed.
Mm-hmm. More mixed people than
you know,
Haiti.
so that is a obvious difference. Yeah. That is an obvious
like, Haiti,
percentage. You know what I mean?
Haiti is the most Africanized country in the West.
Yes.
Africanized?
Yeah.
Yes. They're number one.
Yeah. They're not as mixed as other nations. Let's say the most mixed is DR, Puerto Rico, Cuba. Then it's the rest. Brazil, Colombia.
Yeah.
But you know.
So my thing is, where does the lighter skin come from then? So would it be your ancestors that were
colonized? We were colonized by Spain.
Look, the conquistadors.
Okay, so Spaniards.
Yeah, look, that's Christopher Columbus. That's Pizarro. Yeah, like I know I have that conquering conquistador blood. So, you know, yeah, so like, look, I know. So do you consider Trinidad a black country?
Trinidad is mostly, let's say, a lot of people originate from India. So a lot of the slave owners got from, actually it was the East English British Trading Company that took over rule. So a lot of people from over there got imported to go out and work on the sugarcane fields out in Trinidad. So that's where I would get my, you know, Indian side from.
Oh, but there's also a lot of white Trinidadians. I've seen a lot of light-skinned Trinidadians.
I mean, you know, just like you would say, light-skinned Dominicans is just a difference in pigmentation.
Wait, no, that's not the same because most.
How are you gonna say a different skin pigmentation? Like you can't. Oh my god. You know,
explain it. I'm listening.
She's from Trinidad, but I didn't think her people were like this. Like, how are you gonna say different skin pigmentation? Obviously, there's a different skin pigmentation because we are what? We are what? mixed. Mixed.
Excuse me. Can I ask a dumb question as a dumb Dominican man that I am? Has anybody here ever seen or met a white Haitian with blonde hair and blue eyes?
Nope.
Hell
Never.
no.
Never.
I'm sorry, but hell,
I
I
think I've seen
never.
Santa Claus before that.
I mean, I'm just a dumb Dominican over here. You know, I don't know much, so I'm
No,
only asking that dumb
I have
question.
literally never met a Haitian who had blonde hair, but I met many Dominicans who have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know, you got to thank the Spaniards for that.
Yeah, you have to. That they
Oh,
will
we gotta thank the Spaniards for that.
Look, I showed you
For the
before.
color, you know, the color. Like,
I'm
if
proud of
if
look.
I was
So
lighter,
you think? Oh, okay.
Look.
So you think?
Hold on.
It's the
Okay.
blood.
There's a bunch of Irish and Italian people with blonde hair and blue eyes. What you talking about? They're only Spanish.
Spaniards,
Right, like-
Russians have blonde hair and
Europeans,
blue eyes.
but that's like a European thing. Like blonde hair,
Most
blue
Europeans don't even have
eyes.
blonde hair and
Yeah.
blue eyes.
There are Africans that have white hair, that are white, blonde hair, and blue eyes. I've
That's
known
like
them.
really albino when you come down to it, or
No,
hyper.
he's talking about
This
something.
man is just, he has a
I
label
have,
for
I
everything.
have met, I have seen a girl. I have seen a girl, a gorgeous African little girl. She had bright crystal blue eyes and she had blonde hair, but her skin, she was very black.
So if we go back and probably in her bloodline, we'll see that, you know, her great grandmother or something further back got fucked by a
Okay,
white dude or something.
Ancestry.com. Thank you.
You
Aren't
see?
they supposed because they have that DNA? Like they have,
You know,
they
he
have
got
all
into
those genetics. They produce that
he
as
got
well.
into that. Wait, someone has like some cartoons or something saying about that.
Oye, man, te voy a dar una realidad, loco. El abuelo mío era negro con los ojos azules.
De verdad.
Straight Dominican.
Yeah, but that's because of the mix. That's why.
So look, my grandma has blue eyes and she's brown skinned and she's from Chiapas, Mexico. My mom, which is her firstborn, she has freckles and red hair and she has no colored eyes.
Mach, súbeme a James Zoe, que está ahí abajo hablando mierda.
No. Look, see, James. I know. No, Rodo. That's true. There's a discussion about Hispanics in general. We're mixed race. We're proud to be Hispanic. So I think that it rubs some people the wrong way because they try to relate being Hispanic as being like.
Yeah, I know. The thing is that they don't understand is that, you know, you don't have, when you're Latino or whatever, you know, whether if you're Dominican, if you're, you know, if you're mixed or whatever, you can't identify as being, you know, like Afro-Latino or whatever, because you don't know if your grandma is either light-skinned or brown-skinned, you know? That's what they don't get.
You know what I like about us Dominicans? You don't know who's Dominican until they talk. Yeah. Literally, you don't know who's Dominican until I have seen Dominicans who look like Habibi BBB. I see Dominicans who look gringo. I see Dominicans who look pure from Africa. I see Dominicans who look from Russia. It's crazy, and I love it. You know why? Because we're mixed, and I love it.
That's right.
Everybody's pretty much mixed. Even the Mexicans are mixed too. People from Mexico too, like in Guerrero, Mexico, or whatever. They're Afro Latinos.
Yeah, man, I love that. We got an amigo over here. You know?
And they're brown skinned, but they're not like dark, you know. I think you're muted.
I can't hear you much. You muted yourself.
My bad. You're from the US, I could imagine. And I had an episode where I talk about the Mexican and Dominican alliance, meaning that, you know, Mexicans culturally, when it comes in the Hispanic, you know, America, you could say, in the United States, you control most of the West and then the South. And then even now in the Midwest is a burgeoning place for Mexicans. Dominicans, of course, are mostly in the East Coast, which is New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, a little bit in Florida, Pennsylvania, yeah, so that little pocket. I said as Hispanic people in America, together we make 1.8 trillion as far as our economy. I think that Hispanics in America should get closer together because I think that we see what's happening with America. It's not respected as it used to be. There's a war, culturally in this country where they want Hispanics to choose a side. It's either you're white or you're black.
Wait a minute. How is that? Because I could see where you're coming from. The only thing I could think of is Hispanic is supposed to be the majority by 2040, right? And I was explaining this to a friend of mine the other day because a lot of black people who are African American are upset at biracial people saying that they're biracial. And what I noticed is the census record says choose one or more race that you are. Like in New York, it says you can choose black, white, and Indian if you are all three, or if you're just one, just choose one. And
Giovanni, I'm sorry to cut you off, brother. You know what pisses me off, bro? I've been around the block, okay? I'm gonna be 50. I've dated a lot of black women because that's my type. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Para los gustos se hicieron los colores. You know, they say it in Spanish. For what you like, you pick the size and the color. In other words, if I'm dating black women and they're telling me I'm not black, you expect me to choose their side? Think about that.
No.
You feel me, brother?
You have to stay true to who you are. I mean, if you're mixed, you're mixed. This whole idea of black and white and no mix, that's
and you only see that shit. You only see that shit here. You go to Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, you don't see white and black.
No,
we all get along fine.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But so many people are intermarrying in this country like never before. Like you have so many. I mean, look at the media. They're pushing biracial people. You look at Gap. It's always people with wavy curly hair. You
heard about the passport brothers, right? They're not even marrying over here. They're going overseas to marry women because because
Asia,
femininity is gone in America. Okay?
No, it's not.
Well, they've been claiming that. They've been claiming that.
You have to reduce them to females. That's why you gotta remind them they're females. That's the trick. And I think a lot of men treat women like men, like that's their homie, or like, oh, that's the bro. Like, ain't no woman my bro, and ain't no woman my homie. Because if you look good, I want to have sex with you. So this whole thing that's happening.
Now you sound like a male chauvinist.
And also, too, women. Don't forget this: a lot of women have gone to the marketplace, the workplace, for over 50 years now. So they've and especially a lot of them have to be self-sufficient. So they've gotten a lot of skills where they have to bring home the bacon. And that's kind of changed. And America is the birthplace of that. So, of course, you're going to run into females that can replace you. They don't really need you and your money. But at the same time, I think this overblown. Like, guys here blame American women for this, for that. I just think that everything's transactional in America when it comes to dating. Everything's how much am I going to spend? Is it worth it? And also the constant desire to chase that woman is gone as well. We want things the easy way. We don't want to put in romance. We don't want to put in work.
Not only that, shit ain't cheap anymore, bro. When a beer in a bar costs $20, there's problems, bro.
No, of course. So you have to find other ways to romance them. I think the problem is that guys always talk about women and money at the same time. Like, women want money, they want this, they want money, they want this. That's how your intention, how you're going into it. Remember, every woman, no matter how rich and powerful they are, it's still a woman at the end of the day. They want attention from a guy, a nice smile, good conversation, and then, you take it further from there. So I think a lot of men in America actually are watching too much of these shows on TV that give advice on men, all those shows, and then, end up being hating women. And that's what we have a problem too in America, in the United States.
You're brainwashed and shit.
Yeah. They try to freaking make men hate women. Like, who cares? Like, if women, you know, act a certain way or say certain stuff, like, don't listen to them. Like you have to reduce a woman to a woman, you know, but do it in a nice way, not in a very, you know, chauvinistic way. But you let her know, like, you know, you look at her ass when she's talking, or like not pay attention, like, or, you know, you grab her hand, or, you know, of course, like if you go visit her, you buy her.
You mean be
something.
disrespectful, because that's not being reduced. To be a woman is not a reduction of anything.
That's very true, Fanny. And thank you for correcting me. It's true. It's almost, we're forgetting our natural instincts. Like, we're forgetting, like, women, like when women walk out, right, of the house, imagine a day, maybe a week, that guys did not pay attention to them at all. Wouldn't approach them, wouldn't, you know, do stuff. They'll feel out of line. They'll be like, yo, what the hell's going on? Like, I'm a woman, I come out just like this, and the old guy like trying to like look at my booty or like throw me a kiss. Like, what's going on?
We have another problem. You can't distinguish whether she's a real woman or not.
Yes, you can. You just have to ask her a series of questions.
Well, with all this
he's talking about transgenders.
He's talking about
transgenders. You know those natural instincts you guys always talk about? Those natural instincts that make decisions for you that you guys always claim, you know? Go back to those and, you know, get in touch with that natural instinct and know the difference between a fake woman and a real woman. Because that's just
we can tell.
That's just crazy that you can't tell what's real and what's fake.
That's fucking true.
No, it's crazy how, you know, there's dudes out here they notice people with like fake jewelry and fake clothing, but can't tell the difference between a woman and a transgender. It's crazy.
It's the voice.
And I don't mean to be, I don't mean to be rude, pero es verdad. ¿Cómo que tú me vas a decir que tú?
It used to be a man. That's how good the thing has got.
Usually the voice gives it away, so yeah.
Everything is about just like showing off and trying to impress and stuff like that, when you really don't have to do all that.
That's very true. You don't really have to, you know. And I think a lot of guys do it, and then they blame the woman when they get taken advantage of. Like, of course, that's gonna happen when you put that first, and you put that first in their plate. Oh, my money, my status, what I could get you, of course. But you know, it's the way you approach it. Is what you're gonna get.
Unless you're willing to give it freely, don't offer it like you are.
Yeah.
Because then you're just gonna get used.
Exactly. I had a friend of mine who was very successful, man, a young guy, a doctor and everything, and he says, damn, all these women want me for my money. I'm like, of course.
Mira, alguien dijo que Taínos did voodoo.
Oh, Lord.
Taínos did voodoo, my friends. Wow.
Voodoo's an African thing, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're animus.
No, I mean, you know, that's part of my low IQ questions. I wish I was recording so I could. I have a segment called Low IQ. You know, it's true, Giovanni. I should have like a meter. Like I said, I'm gonna have an IQ meter, and like, you know, depending on the people in the panel, the comments, it'll go up or stay there, or you know, the low IQ just brings it down. You know?
Now do the pen test. The pen test is hilarious.
The pen test. Yeah, Giovanni. Yeah, I have something called the pen test. And what I do is I grab 3 pens. I grab one that's black, and one that's blue, and one that's, let's say, green. So I show them to the audience. I go, are these pens black? And, you know, out of 10 times, only one guy got it right.
What?
Yeah. That's the type of audience, like, that's on TikTok. That's why my shows are very educational, and you know, I talk about history. But on TikTok, I know there's a lot of low IQ people that come across. You know, so yeah, I want to get an IQ meter. I think that's needed. You know, because in life, really, in our generation, what's going on? We rely too much on technology. We don't read no more. You know, we're getting dumber. We're getting fatter. We're getting lazier.
AI, bro. AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, artificial intelligence. Like, it's true. Like the human.
Hold on, I wanna ask Ali Moore down there. Where can I find that blood of Christ at so I can drink it?
Voodoo is valid, same as drinking the blood of. Whoa, wow, that hurt.
Where can I find that blood of Christ? I mean,
that hurt my brain.
I'm sorry, but these Haitians.
Yo, that dude is possessed. He's possessed. He's possessed, man.
I can't breathe.
You know,
what a nut.
I think I know why they think that they're part Taino. Because they think in their mind that Tainos are voodoo and they do voodoo, so they think they're part Taino. Because the way their IQ is living, I can't believe it. I really can't.
We don't sacrifice babies in DR. You guys do that shit. That's why your country's the poorest country in the whole damn planet.
You know, it's sad. No, I don't laugh at the misfortune. I wish.
I just want to know where I can find the blood of Christ at so I can drink it.
Nah, you know, it's low IQ.
French wine.
That's what it is. It's
he has to be trolling. I think he's trolling, man. Ain't nobody, you know, with common sense will say something like that.
Yeah, it's a troll.
That was really low IQ.
1805 was voodoo.
Well, anyway, people, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me. Follow me, King Macho the First, on TikTok, King Macho the First on YouTube. I will be going live in October doing my YouTube live. And it's going to be season 5. I already have 5 seasons. It's called Colonization. Like colonization. So everybody have a good night. And I'm a proud conquistador. Don't forget about that.
King, it was a pleasure, brother. Have a good night.
Good night, my people.
Nice to learn.
Hijo de Duarte, los hijos de Duarte presente.
Duarte right there. Shout out to everybody. Have a good night, everyone.
Giovanni, one love, baby.
One love.